This is the Convene podcast. These educators integrate art into their teaching strategies, so it's only natural that their own continuing education program at their society's annual conference would tap creative expression as a learning tool too. Learning as an art form. Written and read by Jennifer N. Dienst, Senior Editor of Convene.
ISTE, which stands for the International Society for Technology and Education, is a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping its members, educators, school leaders, and industry experts transform the learning experience for students. At its annual conference, ISTE Live, art plays a prominent role in shaping and amplifying the participants' experience, from taking photos to spark conversations, to exhibiting their artwork to show the connection between creativity and critical thinking skills. At ISTE Live, which is now co-located with the Association for Supervision and Curriculum Development, ASCD, annual conference, after the two organizations merged in 2023, more than 17,000 attendees come together for 5 days of professional development, spanning 1,700 plus learning opportunities and more than 2,000 presenters. Topics frequently revolve around technology in the classroom. ISTE plus ASCD is the largest provider of AI professional development for educators, but that's just one piece of the puzzle. One of ISTE plus ASCD's key initiatives is promoting STEAM, which adds art to the standard STEM acronym, science, technology, engineering, and math, as an integrative education approach that helps students problem solve using a more diverse set of skills. Frequently, educational sessions at ISTE Live explore using art as an instrument in teaching digital or technology-related concepts in the classroom. For instance, at the upcoming edition in Orlando, June 28th through July 1st, the Art and Self-Knowledge, Reflections on Myself Through Art and AI session shares a project educators can use to help students reflect on identity, connect with artworks, reimagine them using AI, and present their creations in a virtual gallery as a self-reflection exercise. And another, From Sketch to Tech, Visual Thinking Meets Digital Creation, an illustrator guides attendees through their own sketching activity and demonstrates how that exercise can be translated to the digital space to accommodate different learning styles. Art also takes a central role in ISTE Live's experiential sessions. Capturing the magic, picture the possibilities will take participants on a photo walk of host venue Orange County Convention Center, inviting them to capture the facility's architecture and indoor aeroponic garden through photos. It's an exercise designed to share ideas and perspectives, demonstrating why photography is a powerful tool that transcends cultures, ages, and backgrounds, according to ISTE Live. The photo walk is an offering ISTE Live has often reprised due to its popularity. It's a type of activity, according to Jennifer Reagan-Four, ISTE's Chief Experience Officer, that just sort of switches the brain into a mode of looking at things differently and creates joy and delight. That kind of response is something that's really important to us organizationally, Reagan-Four said, because joy in learning really does open the learner up to consider new ideas, to build their imagination. Which is why the ISTE Live team is also intentional about the kind of atmosphere they create at the event, in addition to the sessions that they offer. Activations and decor, for example, are designed to make attendees feel happy and delighted and surprised, she said, encouraging that deeper learning and connection. That is evident in the popularity of ISTE Live's pop-up art studio and showcase, which gets a refreshed name and theme every year, inspired by the host destination. Called the Creators Fiesta at the 2025 event in San Antonio, the 2026 edition in Orlando will go by Creativity Crossroads and offer the Creators Collective, an exhibit of student works from the ISTE and ASCD community, and the Sunshine Studio, where event participants can make their own artwork or collaborate on community projects with local artists on site. Feedback on that experience, part of ISTE Live for several years now, has been overwhelmingly positive, with organizers tweaking it to provide more opportunities for attendees to make their own art, per their request. In the context of a really busy conference, having this moment where you could do something that's very tangible and hands on was creating this really lovely oasis in the midst of all this learning and all this networking and all the other things that were going on, Reagan Four said. The inherent joy that you get from creating something in a safe environment where it's not created, that opens up a lot of neural pathways that allow people to absorb the rest of the content they're getting through the rest of the conference. I think sometimes event organizers underestimate how much the environment has an impact on the mood and how people receive the rest of the content that they're getting.
Remember to subscribe to the Convene podcast on your favorite listening platform to stay updated with our latest episodes. For further industry insights from the Convene team, head over to pcma.org/convene. My name is Maggie. Stay inspired, keep inspiring, and until next time.